Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the week of September 26th. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Aquarius. Now I am using the Tarot Muka as well as the Prism Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, Aquarius, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. Let's make sure we're all set up and in view here. We'll go ahead and put this up here, and then I'll also take 1, 2, 3 of these oracle cards to clarify as we go along. All right. So Aquarius, first things first here, I am drawn right away to these aces. You have double aces here right next to each other, a pair of new beginnings showing up here in your reading. And for some of you, this could be the successful start of something that you love to do in your life, especially if this is something that you've been, making headway on. If you've been looking to get started on a new project, a new venture, there might be something related to finances here as well. Definitely looks good for that. For others of you, this could be around getting started in a new relationship as well. That could be coming in here. The thing is that this is coming after something's been kind of removed from your life, or something in your life has ended. And I do feel like some of you are kind of getting a new cycle. Okay, there's like a new cycle in your life here that is happening, but you've had to go through some sort of potentially challenging or painful ending here in the past. I'll go ahead and just dive right in. I'll expand on that more as we go along, but in the overall situation, you do have this Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about triumph and victory. It is the beginning of something great in your life. It's the beginning of something new. The Ace of Swords says that you can really bring a big win or a massive win or a big victory into your life at this time. It's a breakthrough card. It says that there could be breakthroughs happening at this time. It's also a great energy relating to clarity as well, clarity of purpose, or clarity around what it is that you need to do to succeed on something here now and in the future. When you get the Ace of Swords, this can refer to your thought process as well, and perhaps how you are maybe clearing up areas in your thinking or in your thought process. Overall, the Ace of Swords is definitely something that you want to see, especially if you've been stuck. You definitely want to see the Ace of Swords if you've been stuck. But in the past here, you do have this interesting combination of the Ten of Swords and the Six of Wands. The Ten of Swords is a complete ending, okay? There's an element of finality that goes along with the Ten of Swords. Obviously, the illustration here on the card never looks great with the Ten of Swords, but it doesn't need to be as dramatic as that. The Ten of Swords can just say that there is a cycle that has closed out here in your life, and that cycle will not be coming back. However, it does say that as one thing ends, another begins, right? And so while that cycle might be over, it does suggest that there's a new cycle here, especially because the Ace of Swords obviously is number one. It starts off the new cycle, while the Ten of Swords closes out a cycle, but you have a cycle here in the past that is ending, or that has ended, I should say. And when you get the Ten of Swords in the past, it really can suggest that the worst is behind you in this situation, and that there are clear skies ahead, especially because you have this Ace of Swords once again here. Now, along with that, you have the Six of Wands. I think you took it in stride. I really think you took it in stride. You can see that this person's having a victory lap, and they are sort of being cheered on and publicly recognized. The Six of Wands is all about victories as well. So you do have these themes of victory, cycles, chapters ending, chapters beginning types of deal in your life at this time. Six of Wands is really a good energy of like exceeding expectations. It is a major energy of victory. It is the second win in the suit of Wands. And so it can talk about really making progress in a certain area of your life. Typically, it's around the areas of work, career, and enterprise. And so, yeah, definitely love to see that. Now, in the future, you have the Ace of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Also, I do apologize if you can hear some noise in the background. But the Ace of Cups is all about some sort of happy new beginning, right? And so I talked about at the beginning of this reading here how you have this Ace of Cups paired with the Ace of Swords. And this is all about potentially happiness entering into your life. It can be the start of a new love relationship. As you see, the hand is sort of kind of being offered out and the water is pouring out of the cups. The dove is a traditional symbol of love in life. And so, you know, this could certainly be the case. Here's the thing. With the Four of Pentacles next to it, you want to be very careful that you are not being hesitant if you feel new love entering into your life or new love arriving, because this person is really hesitant to lose their pentacles. You can see that they have four pentacles, but if they're so consumed by their money situation that every part of them is thinking about their money. And this can be applied to the general concept of hesitancy in one's life. And so it says, in this case, be careful that you do not cut yourself off to love if that's what you're looking for, if you are single. Now, it's also possible that the other person involved here is a little bit hesitant. They may not be as forthright as, or upfront, I guess I should say, as maybe you're used to. That's also possible. You might need to make the first move. I know, surprise, shocker. That might be something that you need to do here, Aquarius. But overall, definitely like this. Now, in other areas, when this is not, if this is not love related to you, this is potentially about you branching out and not being afraid of the unknown, or not being afraid of leaping into the unknown, as you have these double aces here with the Four of Pentacles showing up. So let's go ahead and let's start to clarify the situation even more. So you have the the 10 of Cups. You have the Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is why we clarify. For many of you, this is more likely to be in the areas of work and money here. Okay, I definitely feel like that. Wands connects to work, career, enterprise, business, and Pentacles connects to finance. And of course, those two things are, and money, right? Material situations. Those two things are linked together. It could also be about your real estate or your rental or your apartment or land, things like that. But they are linked together, of course, undeniably in our lives. And so for you, there's been, for some of you, there was this situation here that something fell out of your life. But what I really like is that you didn't get left behind. Like, you didn't stay in that situation too long here. And I thought of that, as I looked at the Six of Wands, but to get the 10 of Cups with it is an even bigger confirmation that you are not backing down, or you didn't let some sort of challenging situation really hold you back. The 10 of Cups is all about total pure happiness. You can see the family here kind of looking at the rainbow, realizing that they have made something great of their lives. They're kind of in this idyllic moment, or this enjoyable moment, or this happy time in their life. The 10 of Cups is really an energy of happiness windfalls. It is one of the happiest cards that you can find in the tarot. And so as you had an ending, you didn't let it disrupt your happiness in any way. You have this Ace of Wands here. So you now have 3 aces. Okay, so 3 of the 4 possible aces. It's rare that happens. It does happen sometimes, but not all the time, right? That's definitely, there is a big vibration of some type of new beginning when you get 3 aces in a reading. And The Ace of Wands is one of my favorite cards. This is all about passionate new beginnings in one's life, right? So we have victorious new beginnings, happiness, happy new beginnings. Here you have passionate new beginnings. But the Ace of Wands is more about like, it's the best card to find if you want to physically start something new in your life. You want to get started on something, right? It's like, okay, you want to start eating healthy, you want to start going to the gym, you want to start that side hustle. Ace of Wands, that's what you want. The Three of Wands is about being an adventure. It's about going somewhere new, kind of seeing what's out there. It is the initial win in the Suit of Wands. Notice you have the 2 wins here with the Three of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So again, victory is a big theme for you. Winning is a big theme for you. Lastly, you have this 8 of Pentacles, which can really talk to, it speaks to your creativity, but it speaks to your talent. The 8 of Pentacles is a major energy of talent in the tarot, and you have a lot to bring to the table. You can see that this person is, they're chiseled, right? And this is, and they have this mallet in their hand, and this is imagery, or I should say, this is illustrating its symbolism for the fact that this person works hard. And this person in this case is you. You work hard and you have a big talent that can really help you. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is in these 3 oracle cards here. Okay, so you have illumination, sweetness, and happiness. So isn't this interesting? Happiness has been showing up here in this reading with the 10 of Cups, as well as victory, the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And I really think that for some of you here, this ending that happened with the 10 of Swords illuminated something that needed to maybe fall out or close out or end in your life. And sometimes we just need to have our kind of doors of perception here open for us. Sweetness, you are enjoying life, okay? You are connecting with the sweetness of life. You are connecting with things that make you feel good and things that make you feel right in life. So you definitely love to see that energy here. So let's go ahead and let's continue to clarify. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the 5 of Wands, you have the 2 of Swords, and you also have the 9 of Pentacles showing up. So the 5 of Wands here, there's clearly been a conflict. This might have been with another person. It could be an internal conflict, but I think in this case, this was a conflict involving another person here. It's associated with the 10 of Swords. I think that you've come out of this situation on top. Genuinely, I do, especially because whoever wins the battle of the 5 of Wands gets to the 6 of Wands, and you have those cards together here lining up. The 2 of Swords can come forward when there's maybe issues in communication, issues around speech, around it can you can kind of think of it as a war of words, so to speak, between you and another person. It can be the feeling of like getting blindsided by something, or a situation like that. But it can also talk to your need for clarity in one's life, clarity of purpose. Really, the Ace of Swords is the card you need with the 2 of Swords, because Ace of Swords is about pure clarity, and the 2 of Swords it has the blindfold, right? It's blindfold energy. The 9 of Pentacles is all about financial independence and being strong, right? Like being able to stand on your own 2 feet, being able to think for yourself, act for yourself, be yourself. And the 9 of Pentacles says that you really don't need anybody else to get your needs met. You are totally capable of doing everything that you need for yourself. It's a major card of abundance, and abundance that is derived from your hard work and your ability to create wealth in your life. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So you have the 5 of Cups as well as the 7 of Cups. Okay, so the 5 of Cups, this is all about disappointment. So with the 5s, you have conflict, disappointment, you have endings here. This might have been with a family member, with the 10 of Cups showing up. 10 of Cups is a card of family, but this could have been it's hard to say what your relationship to this person is, but clearly, I think some of you have taken some time to, feel the sadness that came along with that situation, but you didn't let it, ruin your sweetness for life, as you have this sweetness card. And I think that there was a situation here that was illuminated for you around the ending or around the conflict that really you're coming out on ahead of in your life. You're coming out on top as a result of that. You have the Seven of Cups, which is a card that asks you to acquire clarity. And so I do think that that's the name of the game here. Also, going back here, be careful if you do find something, be careful that you do not miss out because of hesitancy here with the Four of Pentacles. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is hard work, and it is a major card of results. It's probably the biggest card indicating results specifically derived from hard work. So if you are not getting the results that you want at this time, clarity of purpose is what is showing up here with the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups showing up, asking you to create clarity for yourself. Let's go ahead and see what is on the bottom here. Yeah, you have the Sun. Yeah, I don't think you let anybody dim your light. I think the ending here in the past, it might have been challenging and you may not have understood it, but you've not let that hold you back in any way. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.